Hello, everybody. Welcome to another exciting edition of Omnibros Live on a Thursday night. It's manga night. Tonight, we're going to talk all the cool releases that are coming out in the month of March. There are tons and tons of new manga to geek out over, and we have the scoop for all of you wonderful people out there. So thank you for joining. Thank you for liking, commenting, participating in the chat, all that fun stuff. If you like these catalog videos that we do monthly, be sure to share them on social media. We would really appreciate that immensely. So I'm Gio from Manga Geekdom, and I'm joined by the insufferable Omnibus Collector. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. I'm rather tired, but I'm kicking. How are you doing?
I'm equally as tired. I'll one up you because I've been running around all day doing stuff, and yeah. I'm excited for daylight savings time, which should be next week, but I'm also dreading it because now I have to prepare myself to do these shows earlier. I got accustomed to, I like doing them later at night, for me at least. So now I'm like, oh, okay, it's no longer 9 p.m. I got to be ready for 8, like whatever. But I'm doing all right regardless. So thank you, everybody, for joining in the chat. Let's give a shout out to our sponsor making tonight's broadcast happen. That is InStockTrades.com, your home for collected editions. You get your omnibus, trade paperback, hardcovers, manga, and more for great discounted prices that range from 42 to 55% off at times. Free shipping in the US at $50 or more. Loyalty discount. That's pretty cool. That adds an extra 2% discount to your order if you buy on a week-by-week basis. Great packaging, wonderful customer service, only when you visit our lovely sponsor, InStockTrades.com. All the manga that we're going to talk about tonight, you'll probably find it for great deals at InStock Trades. Let me share the website real quick. Got it open here in another tab, or window, I should say. And let's see. You got your deals of the week, which we do reveal on Mondays. So if you want to have fun, for some late night comic and goofs and gaffs talk, you got to tune into the Monday show. You got your deals of the week, including Green Lantern, Hack Slash, Marvel Masterworks, Iron Man, and Penguin. Down below, you got your new releases, and you got your top sellers. But we learned about this today, actually. We have, of course, your clearance sale, which has a lot of cool books, including 4 right now. That's it. Only 4. The Hellsing Deluxe Edition trade paperbacks. So these are the same as the Deluxe Edition hardcovers, but smaller tankobons with that translation applied to these. So if you want to catch up with almost the first half of Hellsing, there you go. But we do have some damage sales. We got the red tag sale and 2 new sales popped up. You got the DC Comics sale, a lot of titles here for half off, including some Batman, Superman, some Omnis, DC Finest books already. Jesus, 60% off for Superman. You got more Omnis. Again, soup, a lot of soup. And if you go over here, we got the Image comic sale. Well, you guys did some Image comic books. Bitch Planet, Clementine, the Brubaker, Sean Phillips Criminal Universe thing, whatever. So if you want to catch up on that, look at this, 50% off, $7 for a quality trade from 2 beloved creators at Brubaker and Sean Phillips. So go check them out, InStockTrades.com. Phew. Manga. Thank you, everybody. Heath, thank you so much. Dar, James, what's up? Bob, thank you for joining. Actually, the first to get here tonight was Warren. Warren, haven't seen you in a minute. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, everybody. Riley, what you got going on? What's up?
I know that I had some hauls come in, but they're already integrated into my shelves.
Right.
So I'm not sure which books were the ones that came in. I did get
I have 2 books.
I did
Oh, Cycle's not good. What the hell? Okay.
Ultra Heaven. So yeah, that was a cycle that let me know it was indeed on sale, and so I waited until I could get it from Alibris, and I read it a couple nights ago. It is as trippy as you'd probably think it is by
Right.
reading the description of the series, but it is a lot of fun. And for anyone who is wondering why this was a $25 book, well, you can see the trim size in comparison to this
Right.
book from Square Enix. It is a big one, so there you go.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, as far as other reads, I've been chugging away at my my to read pile, and I just read a bunch of stuff from Alien books. Honestly, not much was noteworthy over there. I read some things from Kana, which, if you remember, like when we first talked about Kana,
Right, the debacle of Kana with the
and
flimsy. What was the book? Leviathan.
well, yeah, Leviathan, there was that. But remember back when they first announced Kana, and we were sitting here like, what do they mean they're going to do like 50 titles a year? What? And like we're all kind of sitting, and I said some stuff about how like I don't know how they expect that to work, blah 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 blah. We are about a year from when they were announced, and as far as manga goes, they still
No new titles, right?
Yeah, there's been nothing new announced since they first introduced the line. They have 3 manga: Leviathan, Eden of the Witches, and Manhole, each of which is great. I'm not going to say otherwise. They're all great. And then they have like 3 or 4 titles from other countries around the world. And that's it. They haven't added anything more. They haven't, announced anything as far as I have found. So rather interesting to note that a year ago almost, someone was pretty mad and said that we don't know anything about the manga industry because we were talking down about
facts, baby. Let's go.
About Kana, and here we are a year later, and they still are just on those same inaugural books.
Right.
They're good books, though. I do recommend, depending on your tastes, if you're a fan of like the original Alien movie, definitely check out Leviathan. If you're a fan of maybe like zombie apocalypse stuff, Manhole is kind of up your alley. Maybe like Resident Evil Biohazard would be good for you. And then Eden of the Witches is just a really, really gorgeously illustrated fantasy series that I would say. So all 3 of those I could say good things. I can't say as good of things about Alien books.
Right.
Most of their stuff I was just like trudging through. It was like walking through difficult terrain.
Okay. Yeah. Those were the escort missions in the video game world.
You
don't like to do them, but you gotta.
The best of what they have, I'm gonna say, after finishing all of the stuff that they've put out, is End Roll Back, and it's still not like super notable. A lot of them have really great artwork, but story-wise, it's just not great, and they're kind of clunky to read. But that's what I've been doing as far as my reading goes.
Nice. We do have a question here. Anybody read Mansect? And Hfield is asking, is it out already? Technically, it hasn't, but you can grab it at instocktrades.com a little earlier, right? What's the official release date for this one? Mansect. Let me Google that with you guys right here.
Mansect, according to, I think Amazon had it listed for the 11th of March, but as you can see, it shows the 19th. It shows it showed up this week on IST. So I did order a copy on Tuesday, but I haven't gotten it yet because it's only Thursday.
Right. It's not that mail's not that fast. So settle down, kids. But you can get it right now. 30% off. I honestly want to get this, but I don't know if I will love it entirely for me to like keep it. Like I don't know if this is for me specific. I don't know. I don't know. You know, Living the Line. Her Frankenstein was the first release. They also did UFO Mushroom, and there's the other one that's coming out, which has a not safe for work cover. I can't remember the name of it right now.
Yeah, they had a bunch of them that they announced.
Right.
And then they're going to be doing a lot more from the creator of the UFO Mushroom Invasion.
Oh, I am so sorry, Spud Boy. Had all 4 wisdom teeth removed today, so can I get an F in the chat? Everybody, F's in the chat, please. Jesus. Take some rest, and I'm sure those pills are helping right now. Yeah, so Mansect from friend of the show, Koga Shinichi.
I will try to read it as soon as it comes in, because the way that I tend to tackle my
Also, what is this? Is this a daikon radish gone wrong? Is this a root vegetable? It looks like
it does look like a humanoid root vegetable.
Okay, good God. Published in 1975. I want to own them just for the historical aspect, but I don't know because I'm weird like that. I think I would enjoy it, but not enough to keep it. If that makes sense. I don't know. We'll see. But shout out to Instructor 8 for getting Mansect. All right.
Unexpected.
Give me one. No. Do I have it here? Where is it? I don't know where I placed it. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Entertain the chat for 2 minutes.
Okay. So we had some. I'm sure that Gio's gonna throw up the announcements that not really announcements, but the titles that we saw, the new ones from Titan. So some cool stuff there. But also, surprisingly, tomorrow we're gonna have another round of announcements, probably just a few from Yen Press. And the tease that they gave makes it seem like they probably got Love Bullet, which was a really highly requested license of a GL title. So we'll see tomorrow if that winds up panning out.
I'm gonna be annoyed because they always say shoot your recommendations down below. I'm like, can I interest you in some yokai manga? They never pay attention to my recommendations. I to be honest, if Yen Press took my recommendations, they'd probably go bankrupt. But I want them to put out some yokai manga. But it's probably the Yuri manga that you mentioned.
Yeah, because it said they said like we're going out with a bang tomorrow, and like that's been one of the big requested releases. And I know that there were 3 different publishers after that license. They were one of them. The others being Kodansha and 7 Seas, but I didn't know who got it. Like I knew that it probably was acquired. The license was acquired, but I didn't know who. And so it makes sense if it's them. So we'll see. Right. My guess also, I have to say, like with how well Green Yuri has done for them, the guy she was interested in wasn't a guy at all. That series sold gangbusters, like stacks on stacks on stacks of that book at like Kinokuniya. Like it's just like a phenomenon for them at this point. So
and it's getting a show soon, so the popularity is going to skyrocket a little bit.
It's not gonna wane anytime soon. So I feel like because of how big that license was for them, and that it kind of came to attention because there was so much online fervor for it, like for that license in particular to get picked up. I feel like they were probably paying attention to the same thing happening with Love Bullet, and they're like, another GL with a huge online following, hell yeah, let's do it. Right. If there was a bidding war, which there likely was, they probably had a lot of cash to put down from how well Green Yuri did.
Mm-hmm. Let me switch to Titan because a lot of people are going to ask about that.
Yeah, I
I
just
don't
mentioned.
Oh, thank you. I don't trust Titan manga anymore. Two series have been cut short. Exorcist Siblings, I know. And Tengen Hero Wars as well. Hard to be excited about anything they license. I wish, I mean, they have to be aware that people are upset about that, because I am. And the thing is, Three Exorcism Siblings is only 7 volumes. So it's not like Die, for example, from Viz, which was a huge, like multiple volumes. This was not a huge commitment. Let's be honest. So to only license 3 out of the 7 is pretty cheap.
I have to wonder if that was like a conditional for them. Like, I'll have to look into who the licensor was for both of those, and see if it's something where they're like, we want this, and they're like, oh well, you have to do this as well, like at least the first few volumes. And so I
Side
know that
quest before the main thing.
it's kind of shitty, because then it sounds like it's like, oh, they probably didn't actually care about this, and they were just doing it because they had to, because of something else they wanted. But like, my concern more with Titan is the quality, as you mentioned before, Gio. Like, their releases physically are not the greatest.
Right.
It's pretty cheap, pretty thin newsprint paper.
It's a competition between Alien Books and Titan for
Dude,
the clampiest of
it's
bindings.
and like, at least with Alien Books, like they're like mouse traps, but the paper is good. Like
That's
the
better.
paper quality it's thick paper. But with Titan, they're like, the spines are like tight as hell with like shitty paper quality.
I don't know. So yeah, Titan announced, or not announced. It got revealed through, was it Penguin?
Yeah,
I
it
think
was the Penguin Random House has the listings up for Sanda and the other 3 titles.
so. Sanda got picked up by the most unexpected publisher. I really thought Viz was gonna get it because they've put out all of Itagaki's work so far,
Yeah.
and nope. So Sanda is getting an anime this year or early next year, one of the two. I think it's this year, in the fall or something, by Science Saru, which are hot off the heels of their Dandadan adaptation. So a lot of people are excited, myself included. I've read the prototype for Sanda, which is a one shot about Santa Claus. It's weird. Don't go out and seek it. It's a weird manga. But Sanda itself, I'm excited for, and I'm a huge fan of Paru. She's one of my favorite creators. But I am not happy about Titan getting it, because I think somebody else could have done a better job. But hey, we'll see. Maybe they'll fix it for this one. I don't know. On sale this September for $13. We got the first volume of 16, I want to say, or 17.
Yeah, 16.
And then they got, how the hell do I pronounce this? Genie Earth, Volume 1 from Rensuke Oshikiri. This comes out in November for $13.
It's 5 volumes.
5. And then this, which was unexpected.
This is the one I'm the most excited about.
Saint Seiya Dark Wing Volume 1 by Nobuyuki Ueda. On sale this September for $13.
I'll talk about that in a second here. And then the other one was Gran Familia Volume
Gran
1.
Familia, which is us. We're the Gran Familia here, right, chat? Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Hit the like button.
This one is also a 5-volume series. So
5 volumes, September 30th, $13.
So the Seiya one, Saint Seiya Dark Wing, this is one of the various spin-offs of Saint Seiya, which we know in the US as Knights of the Zodiac. It is not the newest. The newest is like called Re-Rise of Poseidon or something like that. But it's like the second most recent spin-off. And it currently has, I believe, 6 volumes in Japan. So just a overall coverage of what we have for Saint Seiya in the US. Of course, the original series from Viz that's been out of print for a little while. And then not too long ago, Seven Seas did the Saintia Show series that was 17 volumes. I have it over here, 16 volumes total. And then Ablaze is publishing a French series, a manfra, called Saint Seiya Time Odyssey, I believe is what it is. That was announced in 2023, and it's been pushed back a few times. And then now this is going to be our fourth title in English, Dark Wing. So I'm very excited. As a fan of the franchise, I'm very excited. As most fans of the franchise will also say, like, it would be great to get some of the bigger spin-off titles, like the Episode G series and all of its spin-offs, or Lost Canvas and all of its spin-offs. But each of those spin-off franchise from the main franchise have more than 40 volumes and are still ongoing.
Right.
So very unlikely for us to get those. So in the meantime, it's very cool to have seen someone pick up this one. I'm very excited.
Heck yeah. Hey, Harvey, thank you for joining. You missed the thing. There we go. Look at that.
There it is. Ultra Heaven. Because you mentioned that it was on sale, I made sure and added it to an order pretty soon thereafter. I'm gonna grab some Titan books real quick. I'll be right back.
Thank you. Let me highlight some comments from all you wonderful people out there. Brandon, I will get to the question in a second. Thank you. Let me answer some of the other stuff. I'm hoping Green Yuri sales lead to more Yuri manga getting licensed and doing well. Absolutely. Green Yuri is so popular last year. I went to LA. The Kino had a section for it, and I swear almost everyone was buying it. I saw people have it in their hands walking throughout the store. I'm super grateful that Yen sent me a copy, so I need to get volume 2 of it. But I reviewed volume 1. If you guys want to check out that video, you have to listen to me. You know what? You can open it in the second tab while you watch us right now, and then just leave it on mute, and I'd appreciate it. But if you want to hear my words on it, I did a video on it a couple months ago. Would love to be a fly on the wall inside Paru Itagaki's brain. H-Field, I am reading the latest Itagaki series with the horny ghost. That's a manga. It goes places. I thought I can't wait to talk about it at some point. Hopefully it does get licensed as well. It's going to be super not safe for work, obviously, because sex is the main theme of it. But it'd be interesting to see if somebody would pick that up. Very inventive, though. F's in the chat. Thank you. Rest in peace. What am I going to say? Spud Boy's wisdom teeth. Rest in peace. Here we go. Brandon. Hi, all. Any recommendations for a bookshelf that fits manga deluxe editions like Berserk perfectly, ideally from IKEA? They will fit in the Billies, and I have Kallax or Kallax cubes, and they fit just fine as well. With a cube, you're probably gonna fit like 6 of the deluxe editions, and then you move on to the next cube. Or if you're like me, I just put them on top. But yeah, look at that. Getting a tour right there. Boom. Let me zoom in.
So there's all of Berserk, and then you can see the rest of stuff, and then
Trigun.
So yeah, you can fit a lot of those, and this is the middle part of the Billy shelf, and that's going to be your standard because there's 2 extensions. I have double extensions on all my shelves. So you're gonna be able to fit those with the standard like 3 additional shelves that they supply you for a Billy.
Being Queenie, thank you for joining. I wonder if because they'll have to print so many Kingdom volumes that Viz had to pass on printing Sonda. That would annoy the shit out of me. Pardon my French.
I would not be surprised if Viz had to reallocate their budget, excuse me, towards Kingdom and
Salud.
costs of Kingdom, because if
You think so?
it's, I mean, the way that they said it, it's as if they're like, we're all in. So like they paid for a lot of that. They didn't just do like a small chunk of volumes. They did a lot at once. But number two, the other thing that I would say is because they licensed less, they announced less things this round than they usually do. And I think that right there, to if the next round of license announcements, they don't go back up to at least like 20 physical
20.
things, then
Right.
they definitely had to reallocate their budget towards doing just one big thing instead of a lot of stuff. But also, something to note is that Viz wouldn't have the first rights to refusal, because Sanda is an Akira Shoten title, not like a Shogakukan, Shueisha, etc. So they, whereas like with stuff that's from a magazine from like Shueisha, etc., like if another publisher came and was like, we're interested in licensing this title, let's say like Ichi the Witch, like if Yen Press was like, we're interested in licensing Ichi the Witch for physical release, then Shueisha would be like, hey man, do you Viz Media want this because Yen wants it? And Viz could pass on it, or they can take it. But they don't have that with Sanda, because it's from Akita Shoten. It's not a related. So they might just not moved on it at all. Like they just not really necessarily passed on it. They just, maybe they thought that no one else was going to pick it up, and so they just sat and waited until they could add it into the budget, and it just got picked up elsewhere.
Unrelated, but still important. It's important to note that Living the Line deserves almost zero credit for their manga line. Ryan Holmberg delivered that line of books to them basically on a platter. He had more manga to publish than the publishers he already worked with could put out. Living the Line eagerly jumped at the chance to publish them. It could have been any publisher, they just lucked out. Interesting. Did not know that. Ultra Heaven, it's so good.
I thought it was fine.
Harvey, don't hate us.
It's,
I mean,
like,
not me actually. I haven't read it. So
fine. It's
let
like,
me, leave me out of it.
it's got great artwork, and it's a trip, but I'm not gonna, I guarantee it's not gonna be in my top releases of the year list, but it's a very nice looking one.
Not cut up on Itagaki's ghost cheating manga, but I did like whatever. It's different. I'll talk about it some other time, not now. Jacobi, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Riley, are you planning on dropping an updated collection this year?
Yeah, but whenever people ask me, I delay it by another year. So I guess
Damn it. 2026, baby.
Month makes more sense. That's what I told my mom would keep bothering me every time I would visit about like my hair. And I told her at one point, I was like, every time you say something about me needing to cut my hair, I delay it for another month. And she has not asked about it since. Like, she took me seriously.
Noted. Okay.
She's like,
2026. Sorry, everyone. Thank you so much, Cesarin. Thank you so much. You guys have the best manga podcast, hands down. I appreciate that more than you will ever know. Thank you, sir.
I do intend on doing a tour sometime soon, but there's just some stuff that I need to do to clean up first. And I don't know, life is busy.
Okay.
So sometimes when I have the time, instead of building up shelves and extensions and reorganizing, I'd rather sit down and not do anything for a while.
Right.
So that, there it is.
Harvey says, yes, it's all about the art. Okay, there you go.
I don't
Uh,
I don't believe that it's all about the art. Because you didn't say that at first. You said it's so good. You didn't say the art's so good. You just said it's so good. So I'm calling you on your bluff, John.
um,
Pulling the government
real
out.
real quick, since we have to talk about the new releases for March, I just wanted to briefly mention this because if I talk about it next week, nobody's gonna care. Seven Seas also announced some cool stuff right here. This, which took the internet by storm, Lost in the Cloud, the webtoon. This is by Paskim. Volume 1 comes out in September. You can read the description here if you want to pause it or freeze it, screenshot it. I don't know. Do whatever you want to do. A reincarnated carrier's strategy for another world. This is by Taro Komi and Hayashi. It's a ghost ship book. So it's a spicy one. It comes out in January. Long Period. This is another BL manga. Comes out in August by Nagisa Furuya. We got some light novels. Chronicles of an Aristocrat Reborn in Another World. Airship imprint. I like villains, so I reincarnated as one. Light novel from Kei Takano and Kodamazon. Not to be confused with... This sounds like, the Whack Donalds from anime. Yeah. I ship from Kodamazon. Never mind. This, which you guys know I'm hyped as hell for. Tales of the 100 Monsters Next Door. This is by Yoshiko Watanuki. I had heard of it, but I've not read it. I just saw it on my list of yokai manga that I'm curious about. So you bet I'm going to get this one day one.
And it's also Old Man Yaoi.
Yes. Exactly. Screw it. I'm going to read it, chat. Sorry. Katagiri Jinpachi is a man plagued by mysteries, and the only one who can help him is the mysterious Harada Orisa, a famed painter of ghost and yokai portraits. These two men share the same peculiar fate, and their wicked tale of the ghastly and the curious, the strange and the shocking all begins here. Art is really great, so I'm excited. I want to read this. From Daiyu, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Lovers on the Last Train. It's another BL manga. Comes out in December. And another one that I'm excited for, Chainsmoker Cat by Nyan Nyan Factory. See how what I did there? I did with the accent, the Nyan Nyan. This comes out in December. It's an anthropomorphic furry cat lady that smokes. It's weird, but it's fun. And for me, at least, one of the big ones that I did not see coming, and that's awesome because we are huge kaiju fans up in this podcast. Godzilla -1, the novel edition from Takashi Yamazaki, comes out in September. Unfortunately, it's not a manga, so there are no pictures in it. Just awesome kaiju words. But who knows? I'll probably pick it up for my kaiju Godzilla collection. Why not?
My hopes. I'm excited about the same things that Gio is. Yokai, Old Man Yaoi, and Chainsmoker Cat. Both of those I plan on picking up. And I will also pick up the -1 novelization for my kaiju collection. My hope is that now that they have made a relationship with Toho, that we are going to see more Godzilla stuff in the future. It may depend on how well the novel sells, but they are the only current English language manga publisher doing anything Godzilla related. So fingers crossed. We know IDW has the license as far as like comics goes, but there's a ton of Godzilla manga out there. Some original stories and stuff, some that are based on the movies, and it would be fantastic to see those. This is the one that Gio was saying before the show that he really hopes that we get.
I want to see this Godzilla-kun from 1985, and I want to see SD Godzilla World Godzilla-kun. Can I click on it? Nope. Wait a minute. Let's Google it.
How dare they?
This one. This is really popular, or was really popular in Japan. So much that it got where is it? It should be here. Hold on.
There's a lot of merch based off of the SD Godzilla.
Yeah, the SD influenced a lot of the merchandise in Japan. It got video games. There are Game Boy games for SD Godzilla.
It's wild.
So that is pretty awesome, and I hope we can get that. I would love to see it. Oh, here it is, Godzilla Game Boy. There we go. Yeah.
So,
and I think there's a picture of the cartridge here.
Fun fact: the only Godzilla manga.
Sorry, here it is. There it is. Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Keep going.
The only Godzilla manga that has been published in English is the adaptation of The Return of Godzilla, which was published by Dark Horse almost 40 years ago. It's been published multiple times, but the first time that they published it was almost 40 years ago. And it was actually one of their first publications. It was, I believe, their very first manga that they published was the Godzilla adaptation, and it was one of their very first publications in general after they started up. So with their 40th anniversary coming up, we'll see. Like maybe they could do a re-release of that because it's been out of print for like 20 years. It might not be that expensive. I haven't checked because I have a copy, so it's been a while since I've looked at like eBay and stuff, but it might not be that expensive to get the trade paperback or the single issues if you wanted. But I think it's a good opportunity for them to revisit it. And because they did like the single issues were full size and the paperback was bigger than like bigger than this under Ninja, but smaller than like a trade paperback. They could easily put it into a deluxe edition. And I think it'd be cool to do just like a 40th anniversary special edition Godzilla just for the fun of it.
Heck yeah. One last thing. If you guys want to play some Godzilla games, this is the best one for mobile. Godzilla Domination for GBA. That's my favorite. So I'd recommend that. If you can find it emulated because the cartridge is expensive, then go right ahead. Also, this year we're getting Godzilla versus Marvel, so
heck yeah,
more Godzilla stuff. So that's it. That's all we got for solicits. The main. Oh wait, real quick. Sorry, my bad. I'm all over the place. My haul. I finally got my copy of Dogs and Punching Bags. It sold out, so I had to wait for a restock, and it finally shipped. So super excited to read this. You guys might remember on this very show, I talked about, I just bought this manga from Clamp. Here it is. It finally arrived. It took forever, almost 2 weeks. So I got my copy of Shirahime Syo. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Gorgeous looking manga. Let me show you a quick page here. I don't know if it's no. Okay. It's Clamp, so it should all be safe for work mostly. Watch it be like super graphic, and so yeah, excited to read this. I don't know if I talked about this one, but I got Tomo-chan is a Girl Omnibus Volume 2. This has volumes 4 through 6 inside. So one more, which comes out in April, if I remember correctly, and it'll be a 2-in-1, and we'll have the entirety of Tomo-chan in omnibus format. I'm a big fan of the series. I really loved the anime, so I wanted to own the manga, and these editions are great for me. 3 books instead of 8. Like the sound of that. And I did a video on this. If you want to check it out on my channel, I did a first impressions read on Mujina Into the Deep from Ino Asano. I can't show what's inside here because it's graphic, but it's pretty cool. Some fun Asano books. That's it. That's all I hold. It's a low haul month.
I pulled, this is my to read pile of Titan books right now. So I pulled those.
How was that Tezuka book? Yeah.
I haven't read them yet, but
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, these are the ones that I need to read. But this, I would say, is probably the best built volume that they've put out. Aside,
there's a standard there. They got to get that right because of Tezuka's name and stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely like better, but I want to be careful because it's explicit content, but better binding, I would say, and slightly better pages, but still not like super high quality. But definitely better than most of the ones that they release. I think that they've gotten better in a lot of their releases. Like a lot of the paper is not as crappy, and the binding's not quite as bad as it was like when they first started putting out all these smaller manga. But they do have. We know that Sanda is not good. It's going to be this size, but they do have some bigger ones that they've put out, and their release of Afro Samurai was actually really nice. So they're capable. And as in your Discord earlier, Josh was pointing out, he said that their releases of the Conan Omnibus volumes have
Oh
been
yeah.
super high quality. So
Right.
they're able to put quality into their books. Just they seem to have been cheaping out on a lot of their manga. I don't fear a partial release for Sanda though, because that's the type of license that they picked up because they were confident in it. Whereas these other things might have just been for funsies, or like because they needed to do it to get something else. Let me double check.
This one. Yeah, I had to get it. It, I was Googling, or not Googling, I was searching through AniList. I wanted to see if there were Yuki Onna based manga, because that is one of my favorite yokai. And Yuki Onna shows up in a lot of series, like the Rise of the Yokai Clan one, or Inspector. But then I saw this one. So it's not a Yuki Onna, but it is heavily, like 90% based on it. So I was quick to pick it up. It's out of print, but the seller, this was retail, I don't know how much, but I bought it for like $14 or something. So I was happy about that. I'll read it soonish and let you guys know.
So just I looked very quickly, and both um, Tengen Hero Wars and Three Exorcism Siblings are from Koamix. So there might be a connection with why they only did a few volumes of each and not the full titles, or not the full runs.
Bastards.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to continue looking and seeing what else is from Koamix that they've picked up, and that could maybe spell us out something.
It's giving me Tokyo Pop Sengoku Yoko vibes. I'm so annoyed by that too.
The oh yeah, that was really annoying. They only did like 7 or something out of
And they
7.
didn't say anything either. It was just randomly like, "Hey, volume 7 has not been solicited. It's been like 6 months or whatever." And they're like, "Oh, we only had 6."
Also, what's annoying, shit, I was just thinking about something and then I completely forgot. But either way, yeah, it's annoying. I'm not so worried about the same thing happening with
It's on that. No, yeah, it's a bigger property and
it was
creator.
definitely something where they're like, that's a recognizable creator and something that's getting an anime, and it's something that people have been asking for. And I think it's like they wanted to have something be their like headliner. Because right now I would say their biggest releases are Adam the Beginning and um, the what's it called, Common Rider Kuga.
Right.
And those are big ones. They're longer running ones, and I feel like they wanted to bring something else in there to expand the line and not just have a bunch of, because a good amount of what they have are short, 3-volume series or things that they've only licensed for 3 volumes. So they want to have something else that stands out on the shelves.
Question from Heath: did Tower Dungeon get delayed? Thought Volume 1 was releasing in March, but it's showing July. Yes, it is coming out in July. Unfortunately, got bumped up a little bit, but it is scheduled to come out. So hang tight. Titan doesn't say anything either. Exorcist Siblings isn't getting scanned, so I have no way to finish the series. just sucks. I was excited for it. I I was buying. I have the 3 volumes. I loved the premise. I thought like, okay, yokai, kind of Demon Slayer esque with the whole sibling thing, and spoilers. One of them being turned into a Tengu monster ability, whatever. I was really psyched for it. I even reviewed Volume 1 on the channel, but okay, rest in peace. Guess they don't want my money. Let's see. Let's move on to the main topic because we're going to be here all night answering questions. Thank you, chat, by the way. Love you guys. We're going to do something different this time. We are going to go by publisher, and the insufferable Omnibus collector took the task head on. I didn't ask him to do this because I had the list like I always do. And Homeboy delivered. Wait until you see this, chat.
It's going to be a little different, like Gio said, but I'm hoping that this will help us to. Good morning. To have pretty much everything.
By Olive Gunsmith. I will be getting it. I saw some people already have it because of Barnes and Nobles. I'm like, damn it! I wish I had that over here, but I don't. So I have to wait for it to drop on our sponsor, InStockTrades.com.
So what do you want to start with, Viz?
Your go from your favorite to least favorite, just for the heck of it.
Okay, I'm starting with Viz, and that doesn't mean anything. But so I've broken it down by publisher, and I've gotten the listings from the publisher websites for most of them, because a lot of the publishers have calendars on their sites. So we're going to start with Viz Media, and these should be in release order.
You want to do this, or you want to do this? Which one are you more comfortable with?
I think on the side, because that way we're not missing anything at the bottom. Anyway, so we're going to go through. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on every single page. We're going to look at it, and then if you want, like, I'm going to scroll to where they have all the information. If you're interested, take a screenshot. Keep the information for yourself. Anyway, so starting off, first Viz release is A Star Brighter Than the Sun, Volume 1. This is their new inductee to the Shoujo Beat label, coming out on March 4th by Kazune Kawahara. I know that creator has done other stuff, probably something down here, but I don't remember exactly what it was.
Let me find it for you.
So Star Brighter Than the Sun, there's one new one coming out. And then we got Blue Box Volume 14 coming out as well from the Shonen Jump line. Also from Shonen Jump is Dark Gathering Volume 12. I'm a couple volumes behind on this, but I particularly love it, and I think I can speak for Gio as well, that this is one that he really enjoys too.
You click the... It's no longer sharing.
Goodness gracious. Okay, I think what I need to do is...
by the way, Kazune did My Love Story.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to have to do the window and not the... I'm going to have to do it like this. But that way people can see like what's coming up.
Right.
So I don't have anything on here that would be sensitive. Anyway, you didn't see it, but I did show I can pull it up right here.
Blue Box.
Yeah. Blue Box, Volume 4.
I'm watching the anime on Netflix.
Dark Gathering, Volume 12.
Hey, let's go.
Here's another debut. 4 Lives Remain, Tatsuya Endo Before Spy Family.
You know what's interesting about that, real quick? It's 4 chapters, 4 different lead characters in singular stories. One of them is Blade of the Moon Princess, the prototype for it.
Oh, cool.
I did not know that. It should say it on the thing there. Young girl fighting her way through... princess forced to flee from the Moon Empire after a coup. So yeah, this is sort of the prototypes for Tatsuya Endo stories.
Then we got Let's Do It Already, Volume 4 from Shoujo Beat. Nice. Some info if you want to screen cap it. Like a Butterfly, Volume 11. also from Shoujo Beat. My Hero Academia Team Up Missions Volume 6. This one is actually still ongoing in Japan. I think they have 7 volumes out there right now. And speaking of, My Love Story Volume 14 in College. So this is a volume of new material that came out much later. So it takes place after the original series. My Special One, Volume 9, also a Shoujo Beat title.
Mm-hmm.
And moving back over to Shonen Jump, One Piece, Volume 108. We're in Egghead Island still. Sakamoto Days, Volume 16.
Anime is airing right now on
Yes,
Netflix.
Just somewhat recently, like a month or two ago, started up. And try again later.
No, Biz, no. Okay, there we go.
Volume 50. Wow, 50 volumes. Back to the Beat line. This one also is still on the 4th, so we're still in the first week of Viz Media releases. Sorry about that. Wolf Girl and the Black Prince, Volume 12.
Oh, cool.
That's annoying, but at least they're loading.
I love that cover. I'm not reading the Animal Crossing manga, but that is really fun to me.
Yeah,
that he raised the thing, and yeah, this is probably on one of the secret islands that you travel to.
Volume 8. That one, we're in the second week now, by the way. Call of the Night, Volume 19.
Let's go! One
20.
more book and we're done.
Yeah, I was going to say 20 is the last one, isn't it?
Yep.
From Shonen Sunday line. JJK, Volume 25. I think 30 or 31 was the last one, so there's still a little bit more material to go on that one.
Yeah.
Kakuryou Bed and Breakfast for Spirits, Volume 10. Back to Shoujo Beat again.
I'd like to read that one. I haven't.
I think that would be up your alley for sure.
Yeah.
Komi Can't Communicate, Volume 33. This one recently ended in Japan.
Komi.
And we're not too far behind for the English release. Minecraft, Volume 1. Minecraft, the manga from Kazuyoshi Seto.
I suspect that will do really well for Viz.
Yeah, with the younger audience, yep, for sure. And probably with some older audience that have been playing Minecraft for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It has been around for like close to it'll be 20 years pretty soon, I think.
It's still the highest selling video game of all time, Minecraft.
Another Shonen Sunday title, Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle, Volume 27.
Nice. That was a fun one.
And X-Men the Manga Remastered, Volume 2. We had a question about this in your Discord somewhat recently, and I looked into it and found that this should be 4 volumes long in total.
Oh, nice. I thought it was 2. I thought it was just a smaller run. That's awesome. Patrulla X.
After God, Volume 3. I'm so bad. I still haven't read the first 2 volumes of this one.
Somebody left a comment on my YouTube saying like you should read After God. I'm like, all right, I'll add it to the list.
I will hopefully get to my copy soon, but now we're in the 18th, so the 3rd week for Viz Media releases.
Nice.
Battle Royale Enforcers Volume 3. Also from the Signature line. Dogs Red Volume 1.
Heck yeah.
From the Signature line. From friend of the show, Satoru Noda, creator of Golden Kamui.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun story of the fact that like he had done, I don't remember what it was originally called, but he had done the hockey series before it got canceled. And then now, after having a hugely successful title, he was like, I want to do my hockey series again.
I talked about the series a couple months back. If you guys want to look on this very channel, we did a stream where I reviewed some of the chapters for Dogs Red. It's fun.
Then Full Night, Volume 4.
I keep forgetting to get that. I want to own it.
Try again later. I tried again now. Haikyuu 3-in-1 edition, volume 4.
Nice. Haikyuu.
Insomniacs After School.
Hey, let's go.
Volume 9.
I'm not big on school romance, but that's one of my favorites. Insomniacs.
One Punch Man, volume 30.
Nice.
Still on books from the 18th from Viz. Seraph of the End, volume 32. Goodness, man. I don't know why I did that. Shoha Shoten, volume 7. These guys have funny looking faces.
Especially the one on the right. He reminds me of somebody that I know. That's awesome. I'm not going to call him out just in case. I think because there were so many tabs, that's why it timed out.
Yeah, that's probably the case because I have like so many between all of my windows. The Way of the House Husband, volume 13. Trillion Game, volume 4.
I tried watching the anime. That was not for me. I skipped it.
Durkle, Midnight Children, volume 4.
I think with that we'll be caught up, or at least one volume behind Japan.
I'm not 100%. We're on the 25th now, by the way. So these last few are from the 25th at Viz.
Double check.
But also, we did get this week the announcement of Innocent Rouge from Dark Horse. So
that's right. I forgot about that.
We officially, between Viz and Dark Horse, have all of Shinichi Sakamoto's major works, which is wild because a couple years ago we had nothing.
Durkle Volume 5 came out last November in Japan.
Okay, so we are really close.
Yep.
Fist of the North Star, Volume 16, almost there. 17 will be the end.
Whoa, that's a big arm. Holy crap.
And then we have KG coming from Kodansha.
Right.
And I'm hoping that someone licenses Fist of the Blue Sky.
That'd be fun. Won't be me, though.
The final volume of Stone Ocean, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6, and in 2 months, we get the debut of Part 7,
Nice.
which has been my favorite part for a while. And we wrap up Viz Media with Liminal Zone Volume 2 from Junji Ito.
Friend of the show, baby. Ito. He's back.
This is another collection of short stories.
These are longer, by the way, than your standard Ito short story.
Because there's only like 4 of them, so they're like 50 something pages long.
Because this is done. These are collected from the website thing that he created stories for.
Yep. In Japan, it was called Liminal Zone Season 2. So it's funny that they call it like Volume 2, but they're not connected. Like you don't need to read anything.
No. It's just different short stories from that guy.
So that wraps up that one. Let's go to.
That's a badass wallpaper, dude. I told you about it before, but heck yeah.
Let's move over to Kodansha. Starting with
Gundams, that's us right now.
Starting with Edo, Volume 7. This one's been a lot of fun. I recommend it for fans of Akira for sure. There's the publication information. You wanted to screen cap it for anyone watching. Anyway, I'm Falling in Love with You, Volume 6.
Nice.
There's a new one, Dead Rock, for Volume 1, Hiro Mashima.
It's about hell people in hell.
That's the newest series with a character that looks just like the main characters from the last 3 series, but with different colored hair.
Exactly.
But this is his follow-up after ending Eden's Zero. So information about that one coming out on the 4th, 178 pages. But there's
this guy plays JRPGs, by the way. I don't know how does he manage his time, because that's 100 hours right there on a video game.
and I think he's doing 2 series right now, Dead
Oh my
Rock
gosh.
and something else, if I'm not mistaken. Initial D, Omnibus Volume 5, collecting volumes 9 and 10.
Heck yeah.
So we're like a fourth done or something with the series.
Right. Still a long way to go.
Yeah, we got a long way to go. But love it nonetheless. I'm glad that it's coming out. Medalist Volume 7. Rent a Girlfriend Volume 29.
For the cultured manga collectors. There's so many volumes. I stopped getting them. I have a few of those.
I can't believe it's that long, honestly. It's
I
still
know.
going.
It should have ended way past, like, I don't know. Whatever.
Thunder 3 Volume 3 by Yuki Ikeda.
Sure, Yuki. Okay.
Yeah, look at that art and tell me it's not Hiroya Oku. That's crazy.
Volume 2 was great. I can't wait for Volume 3.
Yeah, I'm loving it, and it feels like an Oku series. So, like, if you are a fan of Gantz, I recommend it. Actually, Will Fire Lunar, he thinks that it is connected to Gantz directly. Like he was talking to me the other day, and he was like, "I'm pretty sure it's like directly connected to the something in Gantz." 2345 Volume 0 by Ohana. Ohana means family. We're in the 11th now. This is for March the 11th from Kodansha. Card Captor Sakura Clear Card Volume 16. This is the last volume of Clear Card.
That's the last one. Nice.
Go Go Loser Ranger Volume 12. It's been a little while since we got a volume of this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A minute. Also March 11th. How to deal when your intimidating neighbor is actually an Omega.
The description for that is wild.
An explicit Omegaverse title.
Yeah.
So if you are a fan of Omegaverse stuff, this is going to be one for you to pick up on the 11th. Nina the Starry Bride Volume 8 by Rikachi.
The anime ended on a cliffhanger. I need more.
Oh.
Yeah.
Quality Assurance in Another World, Volume 11. We're still
that
on.
Also got an anime.
I like the manga. I heard the anime was okay to like not great, but
yeah, I'd agree.
Sketchy, Volume 5. I think 6 is the last volume of this one.
They still haven't fixed the error for Sketchy, listing it as a josei instead of a seinen.
Well, they said that on the description of like the first volume, I think, but I think it probably still shows such. But it is a seinen title. Not that it should stop you from reading it one way or the other, but or not that demographic should stop you from reading it one way or the other. Yeah. We just like to have facts on here. But yeah, Volume 6 will be the end. This has been a really fun series about a group of young women skateboarders and stuff. Tank Chair, Volume 3. I've only read the first volume, but it was a ton of fun. So I am definitely looking forward to checking out the next one. We're still on the 11th, by the way.
The creator, Manabu Yashiro, he got commissioned to do a cover for, I believe it was Transformers recently. So that was really cool to see.
Turns out my online friend is my real life boss, Volume 3. I've read the beginning of the first volume, and this was pretty fun. Like they play like a MMO or something, and then like don't know that their friend is each other. So it's pretty fun. Moving on to the 18th. Am I Actually the Strongest? Volume 9. Dracu Volume 2.
I just talked about Volume 1. It's so good. And I hate that it's only a 3-volume series.
I still need to read the first one. Hopefully this one is a good 3-volume and not like it was canceled and had to wrap up poorly.
Right.
3-volume series. Kei Yaku Bound by Law Volume 5, which I believe this might be the last one, or there might be like one more after this or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but yes, that is a thing. I don't know what else to say here. Ninja versus Gokuro Volume
Jesus.
6.
That's a cover. What the hell?
She got personalities and Luffy arms and a rat and Sailor Moon hair.
Damn. I heard that this is getting an anime.
Yes, I did as well. And I have been collecting the volumes and still have not sat down and read them. I'm hoping that I can just take a day and just binge through all of them in the morning or something. That's a fantastic cover right there.
It's pretty wild.
There. Origin Volume 9. This is a fun cover.
That's a fun cover too. That's
Volume 10 will be the end of this one, so we're wrapping up pretty soon.
I can't believe this is getting a live action movie.
Really?
Yeah. Huh. Of all the things to pick up, some North American licensor got Origin.
Well, Sheltering Eves Volume 3. This one is from the creator of Perfect World. What Did You Eat Yesterday? Volume 22 from Fumi.
Mexican food.
This is I believe Fumi Yoshinaga was the creator of Oku, as well as a couple other things. And in the last week, A Condition Called Love, Volume 12.
Nice.
Fairy Tale, The 100 Years Quest, Volume 17. Gazing at the Star Next Door, Volume 5.
That's cute.
Haneko Akabane's Bodyguards, Volume 2. I got Volume 1 recently. That was a haul from this week, and I haven't read it yet, so we'll see.
Right.
This one is worth following. I Can't Say No to The Lonely Girl, Volume 6. This is the final volume.
Rest in peace.
Shimazaki in the Land of Peace, Volume 3. This one is kind of funny series, but the main character is based off of Mads Mikkelsen.
Right, yeah.
Please, Spoil Me Please, Hinamori-san, Volume 3. And the Ayakashi Hunters Tainted Bride, Volume 1.
Hell yeah, I'm probably gonna grab that one.
That wraps up
yokai manga.
Kodansha. Speaking of Kodansha, they do put out this Gundam manga, the Mobile Suit Gundam Kukuru's Done's Island.
Gundam.
This is a color page or colored spread from the third hardcover that was recently released. Now, Yen Press and their fantastic website that works really well.
I hate that website. I'm sorry, Yen. I love you guys, but that you need to fix that.
Yeah, Yen is fantastic. They're very kind and they're very giving with influencers and stuff, which is amazing. However, for all the good that they do, they really need to come in here and touch up on the website. Anyway, Lycoris Recoil Volume 2.
Nice.
We are starting, or we're going to get to the third week really quick. This is a release from the 4th. Uncle from Another World, Volume 11.
That is super underrated. I recommend that one.
I have heard a lot of good about this one, and so one day I'd like to pick it up. But in the meantime,
if you can, watch the anime. It's on Netflix.
Yeah,
it has so many references to 16-bit gaming that if you're a fan of the Sega era, you're gonna love it.
Combatants Will Be Dispatched, Volume 11. I think we're on the 11th. Yeah, March 11th.
That is by the creator of Konosuba, by the way.
Methy Meth, the complete edition. It sounds like I'm with a lisp saying messy mess. It might be pronounced Metemet or something. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know how to say it, but...
Or it's a manga about meth, drugs.
Yeah, this is like Breaking Bad, the manga.
Yeah.
This is also on the 11th, coming out, a complete edition. So this 350 plus pages on I believe an oversized volume is a one and done volume. A Reincarnated Witch Spells Doom, Volume 6. We're still in the... now we're moving into the 25th already. Let me just... What?
Oh, boy. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff for the 25th. Look at that.
There you go. There's your mermaid.
Yep. That's the last one. That's the final one.
Yes. Yeah. Center of the Deep, Volume 3. Tsunami of a Story crashes into its conclusion. Again on the 25th.
Yep.
Cheeky Brat, Volume 13.
Boy.
25th.
Cheeky.
Everything is coming out on the 25th. I think the rest of this might all be 25th.
Yep.
Friday at the Atelier, Volume 3.
That one is a little not safe for work because there's nudity throughout.
Go Ghost. Volume. I had to say it like Scooby and Shaggy saw a ghost. There's a ghost.
I think we need 2 more to finish that one.
Two more volumes. I thought you were going to saying 2 more goes.
Oh no! Sorry. It's 5 volumes.
Ghost. Higurashi When They Cry, Meguri, Volume 4.
Oh wow, Higurashi.
I Want to Be a Receptionist in This Magical World, Volume 6.
Nice.
I
love that cover.
I Might Try Falling in Love, Volume 1. It's fun. Like, this is coming out in like a month. I don't know why they don't have it.
And it says cover to come. That's not typically. It should be coming soon, or that's a weird phrasing right there.
In Another World, My Sister Stole My Name, Volume 2. Well, she should give it back. This is the one that Geo is definitely...
No. I will not stand for this slander brought on by my Discord server friends. I do not recommend this. I have no idea what this is about, contrary to what Josh and James will say in the chat.
In the Heavenly Prison, The Devil Enchants Me, Volume 1.
Certainly this manga.
Certainly a series with some personality.
Right.
Can Karu escape from this heavenly prison before he's sucked dry?
Oh, God.
Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? On the side, Sword Oratoria 25.
Jesus.
A 25-volume side series.
That is insane.
They announced earlier in February the like big deluxe hardcover of the light novels.
Mm-hmm.
They need to do some deluxes, at least some like paperback omnis for this stuff, because that's a lot of volumes.
And I think it would sell because outside of our world, our niche, this has video games. So I watch video game collectors talk about stuff, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the new Pick Up Dungeons game." I'm like, "What? Okay." Did not know that.
Yeah, I know it's really popular. So it would do well if they did like 3-in-1s or something. It's All Your Fault, Volume 1. Because if they did 3-in-1s, I think that would be a good way for people to be like, oh, I've been curious, but this has so many volumes. But now that they're doing a 3-in-1, I'll pick that up to try it out. I'll Become a Villainess Who Goes Down in History, Volume 2.
That one's fun. I read Volume 1. I liked it. I think I read Volume 1.
Monthly in the Garden with My Landlord. So,
Matt, what the hell? Geo's personal library being shown off? No. Being Queenie, I don't know. Josh and James sound reliable. Do they really?
Dang.
No, they don't. I love those guys, but no, they don't.
Nomi Shiba Volume 1.
That's a prequel or spinoff to Hunter x Hunter.
Both of them become hunters. And then later they get married and they become Spy X Family.
Ooh, nice. Love that.
Sacrificial Princess and the King of Beasts Heir, White Rabbit and the Prince of Beasts. So a sequel / spinoff series to Sacrificial Princess.
First one was good. I want to read this because it's so cute. Look at that little guy.
Sister and Giant, A Young Lady is Reborn in Another World, Volume 3.
Let's go. I have the first two. Can't wait for this one. It's fun.
Strategic Lovers Volume 2 with another fantastic cover to come.
Cover to come. I'm sure it will. Rawr.
Let's go, Super Ball Girls. With
This,
art.
I will forever be reminded that this was the one that brought us victory in fake manga, real manga,
Oh, yeah.
because Jess did not know what the hell I was talking about.
That's one of the reasons why I really want to read it, is because I have to see the series that made us victorious that one time.
Hell yeah. It's such a dumb premise. It's so stupid
Yeah.
that I'm like, yes, I have to read it.
From the writer of Blue Lock and the
From the
creator
artist.
of Prison School.
Right. Prison School.
Ichiyoshi is tired of his boring life working at the chocolate factory and keeping his greatest wants close to his chest. While walking home one Christmas night, he catches a mysterious super ball bouncing out of the darkness. He throws it as hard as he can, and an impossibly beautiful woman appears before him.
So this is a Christmas read. If you want to read stuff for Navidad, there you go.
Feliz Navidad.
With some ball girls.
Takagi-san Volume 20. This is the final volume of this series.
That is finally over. Damn. Okay. Cool.
The Boy Who Ruled the Monsters Volume 1. Before I knew it, the ultimate specialized support skill led to the world's ultimate party.
It's a long ass title. That one's a little not safe for work, I think.
Ooh, another cover to come. The Do-Over Damsel Conquers the Dragon Emperor Volume 5. Here are some of the other covers, so you just have an idea.
Oh, I think that has an anime. I may be mistaken. I haven't seen it yet.
The Failure at God School Volume 1.
I put that on our thumbnail because a lot of people are excited for it.
Are you going to be checking this one out?
If I can. There's just so much stuff coming out this month. I got to pick and choose.
As you can see, this is a pretty big month of releases.
Right.
The Fiancé Chosen by the Ring Volume 6. Here's the art from previous volumes, so y'all can have an idea of what this one actually looks like.
Is she an elf? No, she's a regular girl. Never mind. I thought she had pointy ears.
The Small Animal-Like Lady is Adored by the Ice Prince, Volume 2.
That one, Volume 1, is a lot of fun. Really funny. I recommend that one. I really enjoyed that.
The Summer Hikaru Died, Volume 5. I believe this brings us to like the halfway point of this series.
Mm-hmm. Has an anime coming out on Netflix.
I really like the covers, the like singular or monochromatic kind of almost, especially like with these 2, 3, and 4, since the characters are kind of in the color itself, the way that they're lit. I really like that.
Mm-hmm. They be lit.
It's lit, fam. The Tiger Won't Eat the Dragon Yet, Volume 3.
I got the first 2, so I'm committed to this series. I'll get Volume 3.
It's interesting.
It's beautiful. I love the art. I don't know the plot, whatever, but the art is great.
The villainess stands the heroes, playing the antagonist to support her faves, Volume 4. And Unnamed Memory, Volume 6.
Nice.
So that's going to wrap up from our friends over at Yen Press. 7 Seas is a lot.
Doesn't look like a dragon.
So I'm going to go with some of the smaller ones first to give a little bit of a break. Square Enix has a decent little handful of releases. On the 4th, The Emperor's Caretaker Volume 1.
Nice.
And then The Apothecary Diaries Volume 13. On
the second season is airing right now.
Demons of the Shadow Realm Volume 7.
It's a big ass sword. What? Oh, it's not on his back. Never mind. Like, damn, dude.
Mr. Villain's Day Off, Volume 6. The Strongest Sage with the Weakest Crest, Volume 23, comes out on the 11th.
Nice.
As well as Assassin and Cinderella, Volume 1. I actually just finished reading this before we started streaming. And it is so... I think
you showed the cover last week for it.
Yeah, it's published in, I believe, a Josei magazine, but it's weird because like the way that the two characters are portrayed, the man is very much like like female gaze, like the way that men are portrayed in a lot of Josei smut series, but the
Okay.
woman is absolutely for the male gaze. Like she is drawn the way that women are drawn in ecchi seinen manga.
Okay.
So it's weird. It's kind of interesting. The plot didn't really go much of anywhere in the first volume. It also didn't really get spicy at all in the first volume, despite the fact that it says parental advisory. I didn't feel like it didn't really take off, but they probably have to add the advisory for future stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it was an easy read if you want to have a fun spy smut series. This might be a good one to pick up. Really popular one from Square Enix, Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You, Volume 4, coming out on the 18th.
This is their Green Yuri manga.
Pretty much.
And like popularity wise.
Yeah, this one definitely, I think, has gotten them a lot of attention, so that's good. And Always a Catch, Volume 2, How I Punched My Way into Marrying a Prince.
That you could say that about Titan manga. There's always a catch. They'll get some series and cancel them in order to get some other ones.
Speaking of Titan manga, here's what they've got.
Hey, Burst Angel.
Burst Angel Volume 3. This is the final volume.
Right.
The kind of, I think is a prequel to the anime.
Yeah, probably.
Corpse Blade, Volume 2. I still haven't read it.
You have Volume 1 of Corpse Blade?
I do, but I haven't read it yet, so I can't really say anything.
No.
Volume 1 of Dope Man. I have no idea. Okay, so it is about drugs. Legalization of narcotics unleashed a wave of superpowers among drug addicts.
Sorry to butt in on you reading it, but that is the most awful description known to man. When I did my video on most anticipated releases for the year, I talked about Titan manga and I covered this one. Read the first sentence is perfect, whatever, for the description, but then afterwards, where it says the gripping story unfolds, blah blah blah. Why do publishers need to write so extensively on the reader's anticipation of instead of telling me what the book is about? Like you can see here, readers will quickly find themselves captivated by the conflict they are immediately thrown into. Like, okay, dude, chill out. This is in the 90s.
For some reason, Titan's really bad about that.
Yeah, it's very cheesy.
I don't know who their like copywriter is or like who their blurb writer is, but this is way too much for a back of book blurb.
If I see this in a bookstore, the first sentence is all I need. Afterwards, I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna read this.
Yeah, I would say this part.
Those two.
Dangers lurk at every corner or every turn in Dope Man Volume 1. Ryo Yoshigami eradicates the metropolitan Japan that we know, as it has now become a war zone for the authorities and a new enemy. The legalization of narcotics unleashed a wave of supernatural powers among drug addicts. To battle the low enemies, the D unit is formed, comprising of detectives who alongside the reader are... you don't need to put who alongside the reader. You just put formed comprising of detectives who are plunged into a superhuman doping conflict, and then they could just cut it.
Exactly.
Like it's like reminiscent of the hit anime Psycho Pass. Readers will find themselves reading this book, and then it's repetitive, and it doesn't like I don't.
This makes me not want to read it, honestly.
Yeah. I'm gonna read it, but this doesn't help me. My issue was when I was making my buyer's guide for last month, and I was trying to get their info about Farewell My Odin that released sometime this month.
Dude, the description on that one is wild.
So long, and they were like, it's super repetitive, and they were like, this is for people who like Vinland Saga, and then they were like, it's recommended by the creator of Vinland Saga. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I can tell that if I like Vinland Saga, I would like this, just from the context of it. So yeah, I don't like the way that they like. This is fine. Why did they do all of that for? I guess because it's a volume 1. Anyway, I'll Be the Soul Sender volume
Alpi.
6 is also coming out on the 4th this month.
Volume 7 will be the last one, by the way, for Alpi.
Nice. And that's it for Titan this month. Now let's go to the. Y'all can see how small the tabs are.
We got another hour here, folks.
I'll try to get through because a lot of these are gonna be like isekai,
right,
and stuff. But
that was pretty cool. Rosen Maiden.
Excited for Rosen Maiden Collector's Edition Volume 1. This is the latest of their like new printings of old Tokyo Pop licenses. So this is really cool. It is paperback, over 400 pages. So this is basically like a 2-in-1, oversized, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. It looks great from what I've seen. But I'm still waiting to get a copy in hand, which I should be getting pretty soon. I Got Married to the Girl I Hate Most in Class, Volume 1. This one is the anime currently running.
Yeah, it's 8 episodes in. It's okay. It's fun.
Because I think they just announced the light novels recently, and I believe there were people commenting about like they were excited because they like the anime, and so they were excited to see the light novels coming. But anyway, so this one's coming.
It's a cute, etchy comedy, whatever.
Monster Guild, the Dark Lord's No Good Comeback, Volume 8. Goons Wanted.
Oh my god.
Apply with it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I mean, the cover is dope though. I like the monster thing behind the character.
The Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, Modao Zushi, the comic manhwa, Volume 9. So this is an adaptation of the Danmei novel series.
Wow.
Asami-chan is interested in lesbian brothels, Volume 5.
Rare.
This one's pretty fun. Like if you want to read a GL that's a little bit salacious, but not like
explicit.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a little sexy. It's a little spicy. It's not too much too hot to handle. The Invisible Man and His Soon-to-Be Wife, Volume 5. This one is just sweet. It's very, very fun, very wholesome. I enjoy it. The title is exactly as it's an invisible man and things that are happening with him and the woman who he's going to eventually marry. I Think I Turned My Childhood Friend Into a Girl, Volume 8.
Good for them.
What do you mean you think? Reliving My Life with a Boyfriend Who Doesn't Remember Me, Volume 3. Sad. Killer Shark in Another World.
That one is pretty insane.
Why are they in Egypt?
I don't know. And the shark.
I'm gonna have to read to find out. Legally distinct from that Hollywood pirate movie franchise.
That's awesome.
Okay, I guess because it says, okay, so after a brief encounter with pirates on the high seas, Shiromi and her violent familiar Shark Killer embark on a brand new adventure in the Hamunantra, a land of deserts, mummies, and thinly veiled Hollywood movie references. When the disastrous duo meets Nupi, the nation's princess, they vow to aid her in overthrowing the mad King Scorpion.
Ah, I see what you did there.
Well, Shiromi wants to help her at least. Shark Killer is just looking for its next snack. That King sounds Scorpion. Really, really fun. Guilty Smile, Volume 2. Defrag, Volume 18.
Remember to defrag your computers, kids.
I'm unfamiliar with this one. Becoming a Princess Knight and Working at a Yuri Brothel.
Wow, that's still going. I forgot about that.
Mature Ghost Ship title.
Yeah, that one's spicy.
100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You, Volume 13.
Let's go. That's one of my ongoing favorites right now.
Fire in His Fingertips. A flirty fireman ravishes me with his smoldering gaze, Volume 7. This one was on hiatus for a really long time, like between Volume 4 and 5, and then all of a sudden they just spit out 5, 6, 7. So they're probably going to try and catch up.
Shout out.
Fake Fact Lips. There's I think there's another Fake Fact series as well, but this is an all-in-one volume. Mature Boys Love series. Hitomi-chan is Shy with Strangers, Volume 10. Succubus and Hitman, Volume 8.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna pick that up.
That's awesome. A Geo title right there.
Yeah. It's very not safe for work. Don't read it because you're gonna get offended by it. Trust me.
Someone will get offended by it.
Yes, it's not safe for life, honestly.
Please Go Home, Misakutsu, Volume 8 from the Ghost Ship line. We're in March 11th now. I forgot to mention that. This is screwed up, but I was reincarnated as a girl in another world, Volume 15. So one person is turning his best friend into a girl, and then this person
this one is isekai. Yeah, reincarnated.
Okay, all right, there we go. No Longer Allowed in Another World. This is the Osamu Dazai Isekai series.
I saw the anime of it, which adapts the first 6 volumes. It's a lot of fun. I do recommend it.
Okay. I've been thinking about it because it sounds like it would be fun.
It's silly, goofy, but you
know. Imaizumi Brings All the Gals to His House, Volume 2.
I'm not gonna say anything. Keep going.
This is the follow-up to a series that was published by Faku.
Sure. I have volume 1 here because I reviewed it for Valentine's Day. Because that's the kind of guy that I am. Why not?
Call to Adventure, Defeating Dungeons with a Skill Board, Volume 9. I've never even heard of this one.
Same.
I didn't know they had that. The Eccentric Doctor of the Moonflower Kingdom, Volume 9. Otonari Complex, Volume 3.
Nice.
The Big Apple, Volume 2. He just did a spike bang.
Okay.
A mature webtoon BL series.
Didn't know about that one.
At 25 o'clock in Akasaka I'm assuming that's how that's supposed to be said. In Akasaka, Volume 3 is a mature rated BL series. Infectious Anxiety Abounds. Easygoing territory defense by the optimistic Lord. Production magic turns a nameless village into the strongest fortified city. Light novel. Oh, this is a light novel. Never mind.
It's a light novel.
I read all that for nothing. Todai Revengers Omnibus Volumes 3 and 4. So this is the parody, like university students parody of
officially licensed, approved parody.
It's a like rom-com series where all the characters from Tokyo Revengers are actually students at the university. And Draken, his tattoo, you can't really see it from here, but it's not a dragon. It's like, I think it's like the university is tattooed on the side of his head.
Oh my god.
It's pretty stupid. I love it, but it's stupid. Kemono Jihen, Volume 15.
Hey, let's go.
Ayakashi Triangle, Volume 14 from Ghost Ship. This one's, I think, wraps up 16 or something volumes, so it's pretty close to ending. That was by same creator as like To Love Ru and Black Cat. Last Elf, I know you're looking forward to this one.
This would be my recommendation, not whatever James and gang said I recommended.
We are in the 18th now, by the way. I forgot to double check when we started that, but we are in the 18th, so we're past the halfway point. But I'm looking forward to that as well. At Your Service in Another World, Volume 1, so a mature rated steamship title. So you get a little bit of smut based off of the light novel, it says. I'm in Love with the Older Girl Next Door, Volume 1. There's another.
I don't want to read that, but I love the art style.
Yeah.
It's like Komi, but it's different somehow. But I see some Komi in there. I don't know if it's the super eyes, whatever.
Yeah. Who Made Me a Princess, Volume 9.
I don't know.
Final volume of this webtoon title. Magic Artisan Dahlia Wilts No More. Rise of the Outlaw Tamer and his S-Rank Cat Girl, Volume 5. Is a mature rated Ghost Ship title.
Better be with that cover. Jesus.
Made in Abyss, Volume 13. It's been a minute since Volume 12 came out.
Right.
In the Belly of the Abyss. Peter Grill and the Philosopher's Time, Volume 14, another Ghost Ship title. Not
That
mature.
one, yeah, it's pretty raunchy.
Dino Sanctuary, not raunchy.
It's super wholesome to the 10th degree. I love it.
Loved by everyone who touches it. If you don't like Dino Sanctuary, I'm sorry, but you're not invited to the cookout.
No, yeah, get out of here.
Parallel Paradise, Volume 21. Mature rated Ghost Ship title. Where do I know Lin Okamoto from? That's a familiar name. I feel like I've seen that elsewhere.
Lin, let me check that out.
Lin, Lynn Okamoto.
Okamoto. Lin. Damn it. Come on, Okamoto. Lin Okamoto, Elfen Lied.
That's it. I didn't know that. Okay, all right. Well, that's a thing. Last Game, Volume 8 by Shinobu Amano. This has 10 volumes total, I believe. This is a cute little...
She did the hard thing. That's cute.
Rom-com. And I believe that it looks like it's the other character on the other side. So the back...
Oh, you know what this is? Colleen and you trying to do the IST plug.
Moving on to the 25th, we have Reborn as a Space Mercenary. I woke up piloting the strongest starship, manga volume 8. 12 Dirty Deeds to Unite the Princess and Her Heroine, volume 1. This is a mature rated Yuri title from Ghost Ship.
It's like Hercules, but sexier.
You Are My Alpha, a mature rated BL Omegaverse title. Breakfast with My Two-Tailed Cat, Volume 3.
I only have Volume 1, but I recommend it. It's super wholesome, cute, fun. You'll cry with it. It's great. It's a yokai manga. So
you've got about a month to pick up the second volume so that you can be ready for Volume 3.
Yep.
His Majesty, the Demon King's Housekeeper, Volume 9. Survival in Another World with My Mistress, Volume 7 from the Ghost Ship line. Before You Discard Me, I Shall Have My Way With You, Volume 3 from a mature rated title from Steamship. Dungeon Friends Forever, Volume 4. Hikari Man, Volume Omnibus 3 and 4. This is from Hideo Yamamoto, creator of
I forgot to get Volume 1.
It's only going to be, I think, 4?
3? 4? Okay.
3 or 4? 3 or 4, something like that. I don't know. Whatever. It's not that long. So yeah, Hikari Man. The Masterful Cat is depressed again today.
That one is fantastic. One of the best cat manga, in my opinion.
The Legend of Dororo and Hyakimaru, Volume 9.
I recommend the anime reboot over it, but it's still fun. Dororo and Hyakimaru. Because this manga is based off the 2020 anime.
One of my most anticipated ones from this month is the final omnibus of Tokyo Revengers, collecting the final 3 volumes, 29 through 31. So for a total of 15 omnibus editions for the series, as well as the spin-offs and stuff if you wanted to get those. But this is wrapping up the main series.
Nice.
The Witches of Adamas, Volume 10.
That cover, what the hell? Okay.
This is also one that I think helped us on one of the Real Manga, Fake Manga, isn't it?
Yes. They did not see that coming. No pun intended.
Completely different. Kageki Shoujo, Volume 13. Very, 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 very different series from the last one. And then the Reincarnation, Volume 12.
One of the best ongoing isekai manga right there. Yakuza Reincarnation. Recommend it. That's one of my favorites.
That's it for 7 Seas, and here is the rest according to Crunchyroll. So there are probably other things out there from other publishers, but smaller publishers.
Right.
But this is what Crunchyroll has, and I didn't feel like fishing for things much more than this.
No, you're good. Thank you.
So from Dark Horse, Gunsmith Cats, Book 1. I don't know if Josh is in the chat right now, but This one's coming out for you.
Yep.
I'm not 100% sure if Char's Counterattack, Beltachika's Children, Volume 4 is going to be out. But that's Denpa. So, my love story with Yamada-kun Volume 5 is coming out. Berserk from once again from Dark Horse is Volume 42. This is the first volume of material without Miura's direct involvement.
It's kind of weird because in my mind I was immediately going to say, "Oh, Volume 42 from Kentat." Oh no, wait.
Yeah.
Rest in
So
peace.
now he's listed as it's original story. Sorry, it's been all over the place. Original story Kentaro Miura, now with Studio Gaga with supervision from Koji Mori. So
It's good, by the way. I've read this stuff. I think I'm up to date, and I mean it's not Miura obviously, but they do a good job of continuing the thread of what Miura created.
Several BL. I'm not 100% sure on where each of these is published, but Betrayer's Love Song Volume 1, Worst Soulmate Ever Proposal, World's End Bluebird Volume 3. This one's Love Love Tokyo Pop. Megumi and Sugumi Volume 5. Another Love Love. I was reincarnated as the heroine on the verge of a bad ending, and I'm something fall in love.
Yes.
You talk too much, so just shut it already. Volume 1.
I love that title.
Yeah. From One Piece Books. Another Love Love from Tokyo Pop. Feigning Fox with a Face Full of Flowers. Also Tokyo Pop. Touch Within the Abyss. Tokyo Pop. Trapped by His Love. The Duke's Unexpected Bride. Another Love Love Tokyo Pop. Whales of the Bound Beta Volume 3. Another one from One Piece Books. The Death Mage Volume 6. And a very anticipated one for me, Search and Destroy Volume 2. Yeah, from Fantagraphics. I loved the first volume. Cannot wait to continue. And it should wrap up with Volume 3, if I'm not mistaken. From One Piece Books, again, Tales of the Tendo Family, Volume 5 from Pop. My Troublesome Man from Love Love Tokyo Pop. Comic Party Wonder Love, Volume 2. Webtoon Unscrolled, we have Morgana and Oz, Volume 2.
I love that cover.
The Morgana one?
Yeah, that's so cute. With the cat and the large witch hat. I'm a sucker for large witch hats.
Must be why you like Witch Hat Atelier.
Right.
Nukozuke, Volume 3 from One Piece Books. Kenji Miyazawa's A Night on the Galactic Railway, the manga edition from Tuttle. My Beautiful Man Volume 3 from Tokyo Pop Love Love. Wild Beast Forest House Volume 2 from Tokyo Pop. This
cover creation and process. That's wild.
Mind you, some of these will probably be delayed. Not just the Denpa thing, but some of the other ones as well. A Tale's Tale manga Volume 2 from Love Love Tokyo Pop. Ryunosuke Akutagawa's Hell Screen, the manga edition from Tuttle. Heavenly Delusion Volume 8 from Denpa. Happy of the End Volume 3. I don't remember if that's a Kuma or a Sublime title. Haberdashery Ginmokusei Part 1. This, I believe, is a Kuma title. Drifters Omnibus Volume 1 is finally coming out, and I have seen a picture of it in person, so it's definitely happening, and it looks really nice. This series is on hiatus. I mean, if you're familiar, like if you were reading Hellsing when it was coming out in Japan, that series was so like few and far between with the chapters. Like there was so much time between each chapter. Not anything new for like people reading Hirano stuff. But to say all of that, there's only 6 volumes, and the second omnibus, whenever it comes out, will cover the entirety of it. So it's not a big commitment for you right now, but just know that once you get caught up, you're going to be waiting a minute for new material.
Heck yeah. Kane is a fan of Drifters. Nice.
It's a lot of fun. Like I think it's a ton of fun. Gannibal Volume 4. This one has been a lot.
Gross. Never mind.
Excuse me. Terror Man Volume 4, also from Ablaze. Sorry.
I forgot about Kinro Rock. This got delayed. This was supposed to be out August or September of last year.
It's been delayed a lot, and it's the only thing left that Alien Books, because everything else that they've announced they've wrapped up. Yeah. Everything's done. Endroll was 3 volumes. Fake Rebellion was 2 volumes. Momo was 3 volumes. Caribus in the Silver Rain was 3 volumes. I think that's everything else. And then
this one's 4 volumes, by the way.
0 and then 1 through 3.
Yep.
It's the only remaining thing as far as their manga goes that they haven't put out yet. So
I want to grab it. I can't wait. The vampire manga.
I'm gonna pick it up. I haven't been too pleased with other Alien Books stuff, but I'm gonna pick this up. A, habitually because I've bought everything else they put out, but B, because it does look promising in comparison. Back over to Dark Horse, Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken Volume 7 and Hellsing Volume 9, the 2nd edition. So you can buy those 4 volumes that are on deep discount over at our sponsor, InStockTrades.com, and then pick up volumes 5, 6, 7, and 8, and be ready for Volume 9 when it comes out this month. Yeah. Also from Ablaze is Witch of Mine, Volume 4. And another Ablaze one, Get Schooled. This is the one that had the slur in it, I believe, in like way down the line in the series. And people were like, yeah, they were like, is Ablaze still going to publish that? And the answer was yes, they are. I would have been like, I don't know. Even if there's no Rainbow Tomorrow, this one I think is Kuma, if I'm not mistaken, and has been delayed a few times. Centaurs Volume 4 from Ryo Sumiyoshi, and at Ablaze, another one from Ablaze, Trace the Art of the Anime Art Book hardcover. And
did I say as in 13? What is that?
I don't know.
Art of the Anime. What the hell did I say? I'm interested.
I'm going to look at it in just a second, but Alter Ego Manga Volume 2, and that wraps us up. This is Tokyo Pop. That wraps up all the new releases for the month of March, but looking at Trace, the Art of the Anime Art Book hardcover, real quick, $40 cover price, $31.99 at not a sponsor, crunchyrollstore.com. Trace, the Art of the Anime Art Book features art by Bajet Tan, Kajo Baldissimo, Jojo Aguilar, Tanya Yusan, and Jay Oliva. This hardcover art book follows the line from the Trace comics through the series' eventual adaptation into animation, featuring production artwork and insight from the various creatives behind the project. Trace, the Art of the Anime will take you alongside Alexandra Trace on a trip to the seedy supernatural underworld of Manila. The book features sections on, due to licensing and or shipping restrictions, this product is only available for shipping within the US and Canada.
That's funny. So yeah, this is an anime-influenced Filipino comic of the same name, and then it got adapted into television. Never heard of it before.
I didn't pull up any of the other stuff, like the Blu-rays.
We can talk about that next week or whatever. It's okay.
But I hope that worked well for everyone. Breaking it down like that.
Thank you so much.
It was a good way for us to try to ensure that we didn't miss anything. Because I know sometimes we will be told afterwards, hey, you missed this from this publisher. But
right.
You know, we probably did miss a couple things from really small publishers that didn't have their stuff listed at Crunchy, but we've done our best. I've done my best, and Gio, as always, has done his best.
Thank you. Appreciate that. You know who does his best as well? InStockTrades.com. Your home for collected editions. You get your Omnibros, trade paperback, hardcovers, and manga. All the manga that we talked about, all those Dark Horse releases, all those Yen, Viz, whatever, you can find them at InStockTrades.com for great discounted prices. Free shipping in the US at $50 or more, and the loyalty discount adds an extra 2% discount to your order if you make it on a week-by-week basis. You're not going to get that at the other website. You get it at InStockTrades.com. Great customer service, wonderful packaging. That's IST, as the boys like to say. Also, at some point during the month of next month, March, we will be doing the $50 gift card giveaway. Open to anybody out there. If you want to participate, all you got to do is hang out, watch the streams, participate. We'll pick out a winner by the end of set stream. It could be on a Monday, it could be on a Thursday, it could be on a Friday. You have to tune in to find out when we're going to do that. So shout out once again to insectrades.com. Let me scroll back real quick before we end this broadcast to see if I missed any comments or any questions. Let's see. Little Godzilla is so cute. Absolutely.
Agree.
Josh, buy all of Gunsmith Cats. I will.
I'll buy one of them.
No need to yell. I will get them.
I'll buy one of each volume of it.
Right. Thank you. From the website, sounds like a good idea. One Piece, what's that? Just scooped up Golden Kamuy. Nice. Looking forward to Dogs Red. It's a lot of fun.
Same.
Insomniac Babies. It's such a good rom-com. That and Dangers in My Heart are the only ones that I'm gonna say this, and a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, well, you should read some others." Like, yeah, but I don't know. I'd rather read more supernatural series, but I prefer those two over a bunch of others. Anyways, whatever. MF Ghost 2034 probably, because Initial D is gonna take a while.
I think Initial D is like 4 volumes a year, and it's gonna be like 24 2-in-1s or something.
That's wild.
So it's gonna take 5 more years. So not too far off.
5 years. Oh my god. I don't know if we're still gonna be here talking live.
We're no longer running in the 90s. I'll tell you that much.
Now it's 2001.
Running in the 2030s.
Getting Ayakashi Bride too. Let's go. You can't say. I'm not gonna say it. Any other way, it's required every time you say it for that title right there.
Which one? Oh, go.
Yes. Let's see. Super Balls is okay. Warren, don't say that. I'm still gonna check it out, but now I'm less excited for it. That doesn't look like a dragon. Oh, this was the dragon won't eat the tiger. The tiger won't eat the dragon. Somebody won't eat somebody. Volume 3. Assassin and Cinderella chapters I read are Time I Wish I Had Back. LOL. Kane, thank you for joining. Super late, but I'm here anyway. I was having a great conversation with my dad. That's right. Seven Seas is my favorite publisher. OMG, Seven Seas. Then tabs are the size of a pea.
A lot. Yeah, it was a lot. You know what? I have had both volumes 1 and 2 of Killer Shark since they came out, and I feel like I need to I need to read it now because the description of volume 3 sounded absolutely golden.
With the what was it? Not King Scorpion.
Yeah.
With not Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah. John Dwayne.
Is that book based on Omar? Oh, the shut up I'm talking thing. Was that the one you meant, James? Or we're referencing to? Drifters is better than Hellsing. I don't know about that.
I don't agree with that, having read both of them, but I think it would be irresponsible to not admit that I would have bias for Hellsing because I grew up with it, and I didn't read Drifters until like I was already an adult.
Drifters has an anime, and I will say the Drifters anime is better than the first Hellsing series, but not as good as the Hellsing Ultimate series OVAs. And if you haven't, I think you can still stream it somewhere. I don't know where. But the opening song for Drifters is amazing. They got it from a band. So it's not like made like J-Rock or whatever. It's a English-speaking band or something. And it's so good. I still have it on a different playlist. I love the Drifters theme song. Tim, thank you for joining. Late arrival, but wanted to pop in to say hello. We'll have to catch the full stream on replay this weekend. Everybody hit the like button. Oh, look at that. Hellsing, let's go.
Nice.
And you got the ultimate. Yeah, baby, let's go. And drifters. You got drifters. Nice.
It got,
You got the whole set.
yeah.
Oh, drifters. I don't remember if I ever finished it, but I watched a chunk of it and enjoyed it. It's basically an isekai. Nobody's gonna say it, but it is an isekai.
It is. Tim just came, I think, from a stream with Omar talking about
I saw that Daredevil. Yeah.
The chat with Omar and the all the people who do those streams. Peter is saying Tim was such a wealth of knowledge. So just to let you know that they definitely were very appreciative of. Nice. I mean, obviously, I wasn't watching, so whatever y'all got up to in that live stream, they were very happy to have you.
Tim, I need you on this show, and we can talk about not Daredevil. We can talk about Dandadan, which you are a super mega fan. And he was the one that hooked me on Dandadan because I only had volume 1, and he kept pushing for me to read it.
Hell yeah!
I'm like, yeah, I knew I was gonna like it, but yeah, you're right. I did. It went crazy. It went crazy long, but it was a ton of fun.
It tends to do so. The streams with Omar and crew tend to be pretty massive ones.
That you're not gonna get that here. You're gonna get concise streams. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Get distracted over here. Go on for way too long.
Tim also talked about the Inhumans Omnibus campaign, or will talk. Let's go. I thought it's a story about drifters looking for a home, so they stop drifting. I love it. It's famous warriors from history. When they die, they get isekai'd into an alternate world or something, and they have to like team up and fight some bad guys. It's crazy, but it's fun.
It's like a big
isekai battle royale thing with famous characters from history.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I believe you missed one Yen Press book. Let me double check.
Not my fault.
No, I know. It's not your fault.
You have it on the site.
Oh, no, it's April. My bad. Never mind. Because I remembered when I said Battle Royale that the War of Greedy Witches is coming up soon, but that's April, not March.
Yeah.
That one's great too. That's if you're tired of regular Ragnarok because Viz is taking their sweet ass time to publish it, War Greedy Witches, I loved Volume 1. It's so much fun.
I think Viz is timing Ragnarok with the anime because every time like a new season of the anime comes out, it goes like I think just slightly beyond what the manga in English has gotten.
Jesus.
Or something
Red,
like I don't
Red
know.
Volume 1, it had some drifters vibes. It was
drifting.
This one is about Council of Witches hijacking famous ladies from history. And the main character is Joan of Arc. And the other characters are famous women from history.
You know what else has drifter vibes is Initial D.
Yes. You know, I have the what's the song from Initial D? I'm forgetting the name of it. The Deja Vu. I have that. I have a USB drive that I take with me to work, and I listen to it on my way there. And whenever the song pops up, I have to resist the urge from speeding to that song. I'm like, oh, don't do it. I'm not a drifter, but when I take some intense curves, I'm like, let's go. I'm drifting, sort of.
When I was in college, there's a lane go to pass from one like freeway onto the highway, like the merge or I don't know.
The merger thing, yeah.
I don't know what the specific thing is called because it's like,
but yeah,
it's
I know what you mean.
Things, and there's like a little exit that goes onto the ramp, but it's not lifted. I don't know. It's whatever it is. So you're already going fast, and it's Texas, so like the speed limit is 70, 75, and you can go 10 above. So I would be like driving down that road, and then as I like got onto that turn, and it's like it's on the ground, grass on either side. It's not like dipped or anything. So I always felt like secure if I wanted to be a little bit of a daredevil.
Right.
And I would come to that turn, and I remember every single time I would like hit the gas so that I could like hit it just right and like just coast in. It was
Love it.
great. I'm still alive, but
It's a very satisfying feeling.
yeah, it was super satisfying because it was like the least dangerous place that I could possibly do that. It was also just one lane too, so it's not like there was two lanes of people trying to do that. I haven't been back to that area in a very long time, so I don't even know if that specific turn lane even exists anymore.
I don't remember how it came up, but I slipped an Inhumans mention in there for you, Gio. I appreciate that. I watched a little bit of it as I was getting ready for this stream, so I'm going to go back and tune in to see it. Awesome. I realized I'm getting older because those streams are, like you mentioned, they're way too long. I wouldn't be. I don't think I'd be able to do one of those. So yeah. Gang, I think we are close to wrapping up. If there are no more questions, we can call it for tonight. Thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking, and thank you for being you, your wonderful self right there watching right now. If you like this video, hit the like button, share it, all that fun stuff. We would really appreciate it. We'll be back. Well, here's the thing. I don't want to jinx it. There may or may not be a show tomorrow. Technically, the people that are in charge of the Friday show can't do it, but I have an itch to just do a random stream just for the hell of it. So we got our bases covered. So it may not happen, but it also may happen. We'll see. Just stay tuned on social media or your notifications or whatever. And if not, then we'll see each other on Monday for Hall's Previews Reads and all the deals of the week from IST and all that fun stuff. Omnibus Collector, where can people find you on the internet when you're not here with us?
Everywhere Omnibus Collectors can be found on all social media platforms. James has this week put in some extra effort for me, and we have a couple of videos that'll be coming out in March. Originally, I wanted to have one of them out tomorrow, but because of the fact that Yen Press all of a sudden said they were doing more announcements tomorrow, I'm going to have to put this one out sometime in hopefully the first week of March, and that's going to be a video about all of the license announcements from January and February. I'm going to cover everything except for 7 Seas. I'm going to do 7 Seas in the March video because they're still doing Wonderful Wednesdays probably through March. So I'll just wait for them to finish that. And then I'll do all of 7 Seas and anything else that comes in March in the March video. And then from here on out, fingers crossed, every month I'm going to try and do a video kind of doing a wrap up of every license from that month.
Nice.
That way we can have a good, easy place to refer to for any extra news.
Awesome.
And the buyer's guide as well is going to be soon.
Thank you.
What about yourself?
You can find me on my channel. That's Manga Geekdom. I just posted a first impressions video on Drag Q and Mujina. If you want to check that out, I'd appreciate it. I have a video coming up next week for the most anticipated manga releases for March. So a lot of what we talked about here, you can see it over there. So I'd appreciate the support. Social media, you can find me on Blue Sky, Manga Geekdom, and you can join my Discord where we have a lot of fun. It's open to anybody, and it's filled with a lot of chat regulars that are here. You'll find them on the Discord, and we have a lot of fun goofing around over there. There's the link. Thank you so much, James. Appreciate it. Woo! 7 Seas announcements are over 40 new books. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I had sent everything to James, and I told him, like, you don't have to worry about Seven Seas just yet because they're still going. And that was like not even counting light novels and audiobooks. So then I like literally deleted the message. I was like, don't even worry, I'm not even gonna put it in front of you right now.
This is very important. This is last question, and it's an Inhumans one. You know I'm gonna answer. Gio, do I need to read anything before the Inhumans trade I got? No, absolutely not. It's a great starting on point, and I hope you enjoy it and you're hooked on maybe wanting to check out older stuff or some newer stuff afterwards. But you don't need to know anything. The book does a really good job of explaining Atalan, the Inhumans, their origin, and the royal family. So you're good. All right. Now we can end it. Thank you, Hobby. Great stream tonight. Bye, y'all. Thank you, everybody. Once again, God bless. Stay safe out there. We'll catch you on the next stream. Stay tuned. I don't know when that will be. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.